So today's video is about beginners workout. Like if you are the very beginner, you don't know any ABCDs of a workout, but you want to do a workout, you can't access gym, this is it. This is the video that you should check out. So check out the video. So with the push-up, keep your hand shoulder width apart or a little wider than shoulder width. Now glutes engaged, back straight, head should not look up or down, it is neutral with the spine, and from there go down, up, go down, up, go down, up. Make sure you go completely down. And you have to completely lock your elbows, straighten your elbows completely, and then go again. So what if you are not able to do a regular push-up? Then the other version is you do it on the knees. So the knees one, instead now my knees will be on the floor and I interlock the feet, and again the hands will be at similar position, shoulder width apart. From there I'll just do push up and up, go down, up, go down, up. Let's say even this is difficult for you. So the next thing which you can do is be in this position. So we will be just going down. So what I mean by that is go slowly down, control, and fall on the ground and come back up and again fall on the ground. So this way you are building strength in the eccentric part of the push-up. And once you can gain control over your push-up when you are going down, after that, from the down position, you push up. Again, go down. Now your chest is on the floor. From there, you push up. So train both the different components going down and coming up separately, so to build strength in both of them, and then eventually you can come all the way to a normal knee push-up and then to a normal push-up. So the next movement is squat, and it's a very fundamental movement. It's pretty easy to do as well. There are a couple of things that you need to look after on how to do a good squat, and I have already made a video about how to master a squat, so you can check it out. I will leave a link in the description for that video, and you can see a card up here coming or somewhere here. You can click on that as well. So from side view it will look like this. Your legs are like almost shoulder width apart, but again it depends individually. Whatever you feel comfortable is the best position for your squats stance. From here, go 90 degree and then up. Go 90 degree, the knee angle is 90 degree, from there up. 90 degree. And if you're not able to balance yourself, you're falling behind, then you can keep your hands straight. So you counterbalance your weight like that. Up. And from front, this is how it will look when you're doing. Make sure your knees don't go in like this while you're doing it. They shouldn't go like this, and you shouldn't be wobbly basically. Have a control squat. Go slow, control, knees pointing outwards towards your toes, 90 degree, and then up. Go slow, control, up. And in case it is still difficult for you to balance your squat or you fall behind, then you just sit on this squat. So let your weight go back and sit. From there, stand. Again, let your weight fall behind. It's okay. Sit. Up. Again. Sit. Up. So the next one is tricep dip. So usually you must have seen people, or if you haven't seen, you must have done your tricep dips. Something like this. Your hands are facing forward. Your legs will be in front, and then you go down and push up. Back straight, push up. But the thing is, this is not a very good position for a shoulder to be in. Like we want it, like it puts a lot of pressure on your anterior capsule, and we don't want to do that. So a hack around that is, instead of putting your hand inwards, like instead of having it internally rotated, we rotate it externally. So now my palms are facing towards my thighs, and it's placed like this. So again, the same pattern, you go straight way down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Again, you can change the difficulty of this by simply changing your foot placement. The further your foot is from the body, the difficult it's gonna be. So if it's close to your body, then it's easier. But you want it difficult, so you keep increasing the foot distance. If you want it very difficult, just place one single leg and very like far away from your body, and keep your back straight. Go up, up, up. So the next exercise is a glute bridge. With the bridge, it's very simple, but it's very easy to do a mistake in this. So listen carefully. And it's a very important exercise, trust me. All the people, all the professionals, everyone does it, but they'll never show you this way. So lie down on your back. Now in supine position, keep your feet at a comfortable distance, not too far, not too close to your hips, at a comfortable distance. From here, lift up your hip, and now to activate your hips even more, try to push into the ground and in forward direction. Instead of just pushing it up, put more pressure in forward direction as well as up. So that way your quads will fire a little more and hamstrings will inactivate, and therefore your glutes will take over. So keep pushing and hold it for 10 to 15 seconds at a time. And relax. And if that doesn't work, try to close the distance between your hip and ankle a little more, and then go. And then again, push into the ground and in forward direction. So that way, quads are activated, hams are inhibited, and glutes take over. And the last one for the legs, or the second last for the legs, is lunges. Again, a very fundamental movement pattern which everyone should know how to do. So basically, a lunge is, put your hands on your waist at hip level, foot forward, go down, almost 90-degree angle, and knees shouldn't cross beyond your toes. But if you're a badminton player, or like, it's very case specific, but for general I will say, don't cross your knees beyond your toes. So knees will not cross your toes, and go down. From there, up, go down, up, go down, up. Either you can do simultaneously on one leg, or you can alternate. So let's say first you put left leg, come back, then right leg, come back, left leg, come back, and right leg, come back. Now again, when you're doing a lunge, make sure when you go forward, this shouldn't go in like this, it shouldn't drop. Watch your knee where it's going. Initially, if you're finding it difficult, you're not able to control, it's fine. But always have a close look on your knee. Go forward and knee out. Towards your toe it should point. Back, towards your toe. So the next one is, I call it reverse hyperextension. Basically, we're gonna target our core muscles, the lower back muscles, and our glutes. And it's very important. Not a lot of people do train their glutes and core. And don't think core means only the front part or the side part. It's also the back part. So yeah, let's move on to the exercise. So basically, you lie on the table and make sure your hip bone is just on the table, majority of it should be outside the table. And hold the front arms of the or the legs of the table. Once you have done that, straighten your legs and lift up. Make sure to engage your glute muscle. Try to contract them. You might have to focus them. You might have to focus on a little bit of contraction part, but eventually, as you get hang of the exercise, you will become better at it. And the next one is a calf raise. And for a calf raise, you need to find a staircase or a ledge where you can have a little drop. So here I have a door ledge. From here, just go down, all the way down. From there, up. All the way down, up. All the way down, up. So when you go down, this is where your muscles are stretching. And from that stretch, then you do a calf raise. That is going to be very effective. And once you find it easier to do on both the legs, then you can go single leg. Up, down, up, down. Okay, so I know doing pulling motions or training your back can be especially difficult without resistance band or any of those stuff. But for now, I still have a couple of exercises. One video I posted about doing a lot of shoulder exercises at home, and for that video, description will be in the link, and there will be a card coming up either on the left or right. You can click on that for more exercises. And one additional exercise that I have for you is, so what I've done is I put a towel in a door, the door handle, and from there you grab the towel as tight as possible because I don't want it to slip, and place your foot nicely, lock them, and then pull yourself up. And when you're pulling, contract your back muscle as hard as possible. Squeeze the muscles. Keep your back straight. Up. Do it slowly, don't do fast. Go slow. Come back slow. Slow moving. This is one of the best exercises that you can do at home with only towel and a door handle. So that's it for today's video. So what all we did? We did push-ups, we did lunges, we did squats and reverse hyperextension, we did inverted row. Just over here we did that. And what else? Did I miss anything? If I missed anything, then you go back into the video and watch it again. Yeah, let me know how the video was in the comments down below. I'll see you the next time, and like, share and subscribe. It helps me a lot, and it will help you a lot in the long run as well. So see ya, bye bye.